Let's take a look at the chart action for Dogecoin. Okay, so here's what I'm looking at right now on the Dogecoin chart, and I was looking at it yesterday's chart, this falling wedge pattern that seems to have formed right here. I'm basically waiting for a breakout to the upside or to the downside. We won't know which way we're going until it actually breaks one of these trend lines. I got these trend lines by looking at the resistance and the support. We had resistance, 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 resistance. That's where it gave me that trend line. And then we had support, 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 support. And then giving me this bottom trend line right there. This is a falling wedge pattern and is basically a bullish pattern. Once we break to the upside, we would target the previous tops. So it could be right here or it could be right here. In my last video, I was talking about how I'm kind of targeting this red line, I think. Well, what I'm going to do if we break to the upside is that I will watch the trend just like we're doing right now and wait for a correction or a change in the trend until we break the trend, should I say. But I would maybe expect some resistance here at the red line just because of the Fibonacci retracement. And if you look at the 180 moving average on this 1 hour time frame, that might give us some trouble as well. But it's possible that we break to the downside still as well. We're not guaranteed to break to the upside. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the levels that we might look at if we drop to the downside. I was looking at this Fibonacci retracement chart, or the Fibonacci retracement tool chart, from this bottom to this bottom right here, which gave me this 32% level and the 50% level sitting at 0.18859 and 0.17622, which I have positions at, which I dollar cost averaged in back into after selling at these break to the downsides, basically when we broke the trend and when I started looking at the chart more. So I mean, started looking at the bottom of the chart more, or going to the downside, should I say. All right, so the next things I want to show you is the Fibonacci retracement from this other trend right here, from this bottom to this top over here. Because if you look like on the weekly time frame, you can see that it kind of, that's where the trend starts as far as this bigger trend. So let's go ahead and go back to like the daily. Even we could actually use this on the daily time frame, and it kind of starts somewhere down here. And so that's where I'm getting these next levels from, or those orange lines, should I say, right here and right here. This is the 50% level, and this is actually the 61% level. The 38% level actually lined up with the other 50% level. And so these levels are sitting at 0.156 right here, this top one, and the next one is 0.13947. I think if we break that falling wedge to the downside, it's very possible that we come in and hit this 50% level of this bigger trend at 0.15654. So yeah, I'm still keeping my eye on going to both the downside and the upside. And then we also have this other kind of pattern. We're on the daily time frame, and we have this bottom right here, bottom, and then we have a top and a top, giving me a channel, a rising channel. So it's possible that we just come down, get a bounce, and then start heading up, and we could either continue in this pattern or we could break to the upside. Or like I was saying, if we break to the downside, then we'll probably be looking at the previous bottoms. I think this would be the first target. Well, these ones would be my first ones, and then the previous bottom right here. And if we break that one, then we might be going lower to this other bottom trend, which we had a bottom right here and a bottom right here. I think that would be the ultimate bearish scenario, but I'm not sure. We haven't broken the trend yet. So I mean, we haven't broken this bigger trend. We haven't broken this trend yet, or so I'm still kind of thinking that we're still on an uptrend. Like I said, the main thing right now I'm watching is the 1 hour time frame, because this chart's moving pretty fast. It usually does when it's in a bull run. Let's go back to the 1 hour time frame. I was just deleting all that stuff. Yeah, so like I said, I'm watching this falling wedge. Usually it's a bullish pattern, so I'm thinking it might be pretty good. And if you notice, we pretty much hit my target. And check out, let's go back to this Fibonacci from this smaller trend up here. So if you notice, we got support on both of these levels that I put limit orders on. Right here, we got not too big of a bounce, but we got a little bit of support. It came up, got support, and then came through it, and then it started being actually resistance. We were starting to get resistance on it. Actually, it's been resistance all through here. But we came down, hit this limit order, and then got a nice little bounce to this, the 38% level. So that's why I like watching them. I didn't take advantage of this little swing. It would have been like 5%, I think, from the bottom right here to like where it's at, like 6%. But if you 5% if you catch it, like when it's starting to go down, maybe. But yeah, that's why I like watching these Fibonacci retracement levels, because sometimes we get bounces like up and down, and we will come up above the level and then go like this. So it's like nice and easy, some good trades. But right now, just watching to see if we break out of this falling wedge pattern, and then maybe we can come up to this red line. I'm kind of targeting the red line at .20438. And from where we're at right now to that level is going to be about 15.8%. And then who knows? I mean, it could also go past that. But we're going to have to wait and see whether we break to the upside or to the downside. Let me know what you guys think, though. There's actually... Yeah, let me know what you guys think. If you guys like the video, hit the thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one.